Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Drieli. Today we are doing a plan with me video. This is week 23 and it's the second week of June, so I'll go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to be decorating my weekly log. So I'll bring you guys to my desk so we can go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I got my traveler's notebook here with me. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up so I can remove my inserts, so it's just easier for me to work on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my traveler's notebook aside. We are going to be working on the spread for the week 24, not 23, as I said before. Sorry about the mistake there. But yeah, if you wanna go ahead and pause this video for a second so you can go ahead and grab your planners or your inserts and your cup of tea or coffee, go ahead and do that so we can go ahead and plan together. So what I'm doing here, to start my weekly spread, I like to use a ruler to mark it out where I'm going to be drawing the lines to separate the daily logs. So I usually use just a mechanical pencil to mark on both sides, so that way the lines are, correct. It's not crooked or anything. And I'm going with my Sakura Pigma Micron pen on 01 to draw the lines. And I usually mark it an inch per day from the top to the bottom, and whatever it is left over on the top, which is about 1.5 inches, I use it to to write it my weekly title. So I usually put the number of the week. But yeah, this style, if you're familiar with the Travelers Company, it's very similar to the inserts that they have it. That's a weekly planner insert. I really like their design for the weekly planner. I just don't like the idea of having an entire insert just for weekly logs, where I have my entire year in insert. Actually, they split into 2 inserts, but I don't like to have half of the year just with weekly logs in an insert. I like to have each insert for the entire month and have my planner and journal all combined in one insert. So that's why, although it's a little bit of an extra work, I do prefer to draw it myself and make it myself, so that way I can keep the design on my insert as I prefer it. So that's why I do it. But if you don't like doing that, just know that Travelers Company do have weekly planner inserts that are already pre-designed. You don't have to draw lines or do anything like that. You just have to decorate it. But yeah, so I decided to go with a brown and green theme for this layout this week, and I go with something more like spring-like. So I decided to go with brown and green theme. So those washi tapes that you saw me adding to the page there, the brown one is from Tim Holtz, from the Ideology collection. I got it a long time ago, a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if you can still find that, but yeah, that one is from Tim Holtz. And the green one I got at Michael's. I got it very recently, actually. And I do have a haul about it. So if you're interested in hauls and interested to know what I buy, what stationery I like to use, I will link it above here on the screen, the hauls that I have, so you can check it out later. But yeah, that's where I got these washi tape from. This is from the Recollections line at Michael's, the green one. So what I did here, I grabbed my dandy box. This is a box that I got at an antique shop that looks like a book. And I like to use that box to keep my scrap papers that I use for journaling. So I just grabbed 2 pieces of craft paper. One was a harder one that I use it to, just draw using my pen cover there to draw this circle, to use it as a template. And then I'm using this thinner craft paper to draw 7 circles. And what I'm gonna be doing with those circles is to use it as my dates. I wanted to still keep the brown and green theme even with the dates. And because I don't have any stickers with numbers in brown, I just decided to make it myself. It's a little bit more of a work, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to keep the theme, you gotta work with what you got. So I went ahead and fussy cut all of those circles so I can go ahead and draw the dates inside of them. And they're very tiny, but I really like how it turned out. And you're gonna see in a second, I'm gonna start drawing the dates inside of the circles. And the pen that I'm using for the dates is my white Sakura Jelly Roll in number 10. I love those pens so much. Like anything related to white, I love using those. But yeah, I'm almost done here with the fussy cut, so then you're gonna be able to see me drawing those dates right there in a second. But I don't know if you noticed, I forgot to add some green washi tape to the top of the page where I added the title. So I'm gonna edit that in a second as well in the video, you see. But yeah, I'm just finalizing here with the fussy cut, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna try to see if I can find some craft paper to use it as well on my spread. So like I said, I want to keep the brown and green theme and added some flowers. So you'll see in a second there that I'm gonna start using, you know, some of those craft papers to add it to the top right there. And I usually like to make my weekly logs very simple. I don't like to add it too much to it and decorate it too much, because I just do so much already with my journal pages. So I like to keep my weekly logs as simple as possible. But as you can see, I don't leave it a lot of space to write it on the page. And that's because I only use these weekly logs for my daily goals, and I only work with a goal at a day. So I don't need a lot of space. So if you need more space, you might have to reconsider how you're going to be decorating your page there. But as you can see here in the video, I tried to put on the bottom. I really like decorating the bottom, but then I noticed that my week 23, I had done the same. So I tried to switch it up a little bit. So I'm just looking through my piece of ephemeris to see if I can find some flower that matches with the theme. So I found this rose that's kind of like an off orange cream color that I thought it really matched with the theme. So I decided to grab that one, and I'm just trying to find a label that matches with the theme as well. So I'm gonna go through a couple of different ones, but I'm gonna find a brownish label I think it's gonna work good with the whole spread. It's an old vintage label. And if you're curious about where I got those, the rose and the label right there, they're both from Tim Holtz. I got those at Joann, and I have a haul as well for this, showing you guys where I got all of that stuff. So yeah, so I'm just ripping the page up so I can go ahead and glue this down and start doing the collage. And you'll notice here, guys, that I did a huge mistake. This was so bad. You see that I put the glue on the wrong side. Stupid me. Anyways, so I just decided to grab another piece of paper, but it was too small. I want a little bit longer. So then decided, you know what, like, let me just grab my antique box and look through my papers. And I was trying to see if I could find a different brown paper with a different design. So I grabbed this one, and I'm gonna rip it and try to include this one on the page. But you'll notice in a little bit that I found this paper to be quite light, the color. So I don't know, I just didn't think it complemented the page. I know it looks good here. Now me seeing on the screen, I was like, I should probably had it kept it. But I just thought it was too light of a color. So I was like, you know what, like let's just go back to the craft paper. So I just grabbed a different piece that was a little bit longer. And I'm gonna rip the page on the way that I like it. A little bit thinner, so I have a little bit more of space to write it. My goals there on the weekly log, and this time thankfully I put the glue on the right side, so I can go ahead and put this down. And yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and glue down the rows as well as the tag right there on the spread as well. And I'm just cutting, you know, the excess paper right there on these on the other side of the page. But yeah, and if you're curious, the glue that I'm using, it's a glue that I always use. It's a multi-surface stick glue. I got this one at Michael's. It's from the Recollections line. This one is a bit more expensive than the Craft Bond glue. It's about $1.50 if I'm not mistaken for one stick, which is a little bit on the pricey side for stick glue, but it's a very good glue. I never had any issues. It doesn't crinkle the papers. It's usually very sturdy. I even like glue piece of fabric with it, and I never had any issues. So I really like that glue. If you're looking for, you know, a stick glue, definitely check that one out. But yeah, I'm just gluing everything down so we can go ahead and move it on to the end of the spread. And you notice that I'll pick it up the my insert, and I'm gonna show you guys in a second, but then I realized that I have forgot to edit the days of the week, so I have to go back and draw that. But yeah, so I'm almost done. I'm just trying to find a place here where to put that tag. I wanted to make sure that I didn't cover that side of the tag because it was a very cool vintage looking tag. So I found a way to place that one. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Sakura Jelly Roll pen again on number 10 to write it down, the title of the page. So week 24. I can't believe it, we're already in week 24. Where is this year going by? It's crazy. Anyways, so you see, I got my 05 Jelly Roll pen, and I was going to kind of like finish off the line that separates the title page to the Monday log. But then I decided, you know what, it's gonna look strange. Let me just leave it the way that it is. So I just went ahead and decided to draw the week 24 title there and call it good. And for the days of the week, I'm just gonna abbreviate the days, and I'm gonna use my Sakura Pigment Micron 01 to write it down the dates. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm coming to an end on this video, guys. So I just wanted to thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, and if you like videos related to traveler's notebook, planning, journaling, stationery, craft, all of that fun stuff, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps to support my channel and tell YouTube, you know, that my channel, it's a good option to suggest to other people like you that like videos like that. So yeah, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.